From Birmingham, Alabama to Detroit, Michigan, this Detroit native has been ripping stages since the early 60s. Welcome. This is my story. This is my song with Masheba Webb. A Soul TV original presentation.
Listen, I've been running a mighty long time. 99 and a half on you. I've been running a long time. It won't do.
In this episode of This Is My Story, This Is My Song, we have Dr. LaQuint Weaver.
Coming right now. Come on and put your fist up high.
Okay, now let's talk about your dad. Let's talk about the day that your dad passed away.
Wow. What a day. I'll never forget it was a Saturday. It all began, I had to come and get Dad in Birmingham. He was getting older. And he would have been, he was 92 at the time, 1998, that year. And I came home and I knew that doctors had told me that he needed 24-hour care to be watched over and what have you. So either I could take him back home to Michigan with me, or either, he suggested we put him in a nursing home to be watched. Now, he was able to walk and stuff, but he had a few little illness. So I told him, I said, Dad, you got a choice. You got to come home with me. I'm not coming to Detroit. I said, Daddy, you got a choice. You can come. Boo, this is my nickname. Boo. I said, yes, sir. I am not coming to no Detroit. I said, well, what's wrong with Detroit? It's cold up there. I said, well, yeah, Daddy, it is cold up there. I said, but we sell coats. He said, we sell them too. We sell all kinds of coats here. I done got you all kinds of coats, from a little boy on up to a grown man. He said, if you going down there, town now, you get you a coat. I said, Daddy, well, then that means that I'm going to have to let you go to this home. You can't go back home. So that worked. So we took Dad. Dad went to the home and got adjusted for about a week. And then all of a sudden he got got ill. So I had to come back to Birmingham again to check on him, and we put him in the hospital. And that Saturday morning, I went by the hospital to see him before I caught the flight to come home. I said, Daddy, I said, I'm going to fly home. I said, I got to go see about Ruby. My sister was ill. I said, I got to go home and see about Sis real quick. And then as soon as I get through with that, then I'll come back down here. I'll be back on Thursday. He said, yeah, I'll see you, boo. I said, I love you. He said, I love you too. Had no recollection. That was it. I got on the plane and I came home, and when I got off the plane, pagers were in, the most popular thing. We didn't have no cell phones like we do now. So I was instructed to give a call. So I gave the call back. The hospital told me, hey, your father is shutting down health-wise, and devastated me. So I didn't know how I was going to tell my sister Ruby, but anyway, long story short, I went to choir rehearsal with the Hallelujah Singers, and I was kind of burdened that night. Never will forget the late, great Mr. Ernest Hurst prayed a prayer. He prayed. And when I got out of rehearsal, I got a call from the hospital to tell me that my dad had made his transition. So how am I going to tell my sister Ruby is the question. But she told me, she says, how's Daddy Weaver? I says, I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't say nothing to her. She said, Daddy gone. And I said, yes. She said, I knew it. She said, I could feel it. She said, I'll talk to you later. I says, okay. So I finished his service. That was hard to do. And then 2 months later, the Lord called my sister Ruby home. I was getting wiped out. I couldn't understand what was going on. I really didn't. I was in play rehearsal. The devil made me do it. Regina Bell, Glenn Jones, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, the cast. We were getting ready to go on tour. I mean, man. And I received the text. Same way again. Call this number. And texts kept coming. Just kept coming. Call. My nephew was on tour with Stevie Wonder playing. So I went and called. And I just remember the woman saying to me, are you Mr. Weaver? I said, yes. Is Miss Ruby McAfee your sister? I said, yes. She said, where she was, she said, she's expired. That's all I can remember. I don't remember what happened after that. My godfather, Rudolph Hawkins, said that it was like pandemonium.
I don't know how to handle this, Lord.
They had to tell him all the rest of the details. It just shut rehearsal down. That's why I'm thankful for him today. He was there in my time of need. And then after that, I got that done, and 2 years later, Ruby's son died, Eric. That got me. And after that, here comes Dee Dee. So now, people don't understand why I don't come around for Thanksgiving or anything. When you're used to your Thanksgiving table full of your family and it just dissipates like that. Whoa, man, this is hard. You human. I don't have no mama, I ain't got no daddy, I ain't got no sisters, my nephew, my brother-in-law. All I got is one brother that I know that has been with me since birth.
Reverend T. Nelson Miller, how are you doing?
Fine, and yourself?
Man, all the way from Birmingham, Alabama. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. So, Pastor Miller, what was it like to have a little brother in the home that was gifted from God, that could sing, and later finding out that he could direct like Dr. Weaver?
Well, LaQuint was a gift to our family. And in that gift, I think God just blessed LaQuint with all the gifts that we had to bestow it upon him. And he took that gift and he began to increase his talent and his gift day by day, week by week, and year by year, until he has reached the goal where he is now. LaQuint was a blessing to our family, and he took that blessing and he increased that what God has blessed him with.
So as a big brother, were there times that you had to whoop him? And most times, what did he do to get that whooping?
Good question. LaQuint was a spoiled young boy. And when he came to us, it was a different ball game. I was young at the time, and he was a baby boy. And I was the only one that could put him in check. Wow. Now, his mother and his sister was different, but me being the big brother, I was the one that kept him in check. There was a lot of things he didn't want to do, but he had to do it because he had a big brother to make sure that he did what needs to be done. And so I had to snatch him and check him a lot of times. He didn't like it, but now as he have grown older, he can accept and appreciate what his big brother did to him.
He raised me.
Dr. Weaver is a well-dressed man, okay? He's always well-dressed. So understand that he took his style and dressed from you. Would you say that you and Ruby spoiled, who spoiled him the most, you or Ruby?
That's another good question. Well, Sissy did the most of the spoiling because he was around her more than I was at the time. And when we relocated to Detroit, I didn't get a chance to have hands-on like he was in Birmingham. So when he moved to Detroit, Sissy had an opportunity. She loved him, she kept him, and everything else. But when I came around, it was a different ball game.
So what about the dress? Let's talk about his dressing style. Because you sitting there in this mint green suit, okay? You looking pretty debonair, got the white silver fox going on. What is going on? Did he get this from you?
Well, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
My brother taught me how to dress, make up the bed, wash the dishes, tie my shoes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, upon you having one of the greatest community choirs of Birmingham, Alabama.
I sung in his community choirs and everything when I wanted to go home on the summertime to visit Daddy. And he had a community choir and they were awesome, awesome, awesome.
You allowed your little brother to sing with the choir.
Right.
And you taught him his very first contemporary song, Up Above My Head. I hear music in the air.
And he taught me my first contemporary song, and it was called Up Above My Head. I hear music in the air. Now, you know, it's considered traditional now, but then at that time, it was like a Kirk Franklin kind of, because you didn't do all of that back in the day. You can't come in there with all that rocking and reeling and but we gyrating. No, you ain't finna do that. So he taught me Up Above My Head, and my mom would say, "Not Nelson." She would holler downstairs, "Now don't take it too far. Now we don't want to. Just keep it churchy." And so we would look at each other and kind of laugh, and he keep right on going playing. But you know, we did it, you know, and it worked for me. Yeah, that's my brother.
Right.
Was this a difficult task for him to learn, and how did you handle him learning it?
Not really. LaQuint loved to sing. He loved it, and so it wasn't hard. When I started at community choir many years ago, I didn't have any directions on which direction I was going to go in, but God led me, and I formulated some young people out of the community, and LaQuint was one of them, along with Miss Sylvia McCain and many others. And so we hooked it together and became one of the best community choirs in the city of Birmingham.
Listen, so Mama Lucille played the organ and piano and even taught you and your sister Ruby. So Pastor Miller, why didn't anyone teach Dr. Weaver to play as well?
Everybody learned how to play the piano but me, you know, all the brothers, and me and Dee Dee. So we didn't learn, but Ruby and Nelson, they learned.
Another good question.
Yes.
I really don't think LaQuint was interested in playing at the time. I'm just surprised that he developed such a great talent that he has, but I know it's a gift from God. What LaQuint has is strictly an anointing that God has given this young man, and I'm proud of him. He took his gift and he added to his gift and has become one of Detroit's best music directors in Detroit.
See? There it is. It's in the bloodline, okay?
It is there.
Absolutely. So now seeing your brother in the gospel industry, and you've already said how it makes you feel, but that is my last question. Well, second to the last. How does it make you feel to see where he is today?
I'm extremely proud because I'm the only one that he has left that can look back and say, God truly have blessed you. Mama Lucille is gone, Dad's gone, Ruby is gone, and a lot of his family members are gone. But God has allowed me to stay around a little while longer. I'm 74 years old, and I thank God for allowing me the opportunity to see him mature in his music and in his life. And so I'm grateful for it. mighty grateful for it.
That's my brother. I love that boy. I love that man so much. I can call my brother and talk to him about anything.
Wow. So listen, I really appreciate you taking this time to speak with me. I want you to describe your brother in 3 words. Go.
Classy, distinguished, handsome.
I like it. You can keep going if you have to.
Tall.
He's tall. Yes, he is.
Well together.
Well together. He'll get you together too, won't he?
And fully anointed.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pastor Nelson.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And I ask God daily, when I pray for myself and my children and everybody else, just stretch my brother's time. I want him to stay as long as he can stay. Because we have a bond. Me and T.N. Miller, Nelson got a bond. He taught me how to tie my shoes and everything. But I miss my mama, my daddy, my brother-in-law, sisters, nephew. I miss them, y'all.
Larry Callahan, Darla Spinner, and DJ.
So you want to talk about these children that I got, all 19 of them.
All of them.
Let me tell you something, Masheba. These are the most lovable, craziest, God-fearing children that any godchildren any man will want.
Larry Callahan and Ramon Williams, the godchildren to the extraordinary.
The original.
The original. The one and only.
Original.
Dr. LaQuint.
Paula Silas.
Paula Silas. We're doing very well.
What is going on with you two?
All
All is well.
all is well.
well.
All is well.
So listen, thank you guys for taking your time to come in here. So listen, what position would you say you hold in Dr. LaQuint Weaver's life? Go ahead. Go ahead, Larry.
Well, I am I believe the second oldest guy. No, I'm not second old, but I'm the second original.
Larry is my I don't know what to say. Larry just love to make folks laugh, constantly. I think Larry picked some of that trait up for me. He's gonna make you laugh, and sometimes I just have to get on there and say, "Hey, just hush," But with Daddy, I said, just hush, just leave it alone, So Larry gonna make you laugh in church.
I'm the original.
Yeah.
And what about you, Mr.?
I have the wonderful position of being the oldest,
Yeah.
the lawgiver.
Ramon is my business son. Straight up, lovable. Daddy, you need something. Or if I'm mad, or if I do something, or if I say something, Ramon comes and says, "Now, Daddy, you just know. Now, you get off of Quinta like that, Daddy. She's young, I have to listen to her."
The confidant.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's big brother.
Okay, is Larry the brat of the family? Is he the brat?
He is.
Brat son?
He is the
He's
brat.
son.
He is the
And
brat.
is Darla is she the baby girl of the family?
No.
No. Darla ain't she one of the only girls? How many
No,
girls is
it's
it? It's 19 of them.
It's
It's some old girl, but yeah.
Dollar is
The original.
Oh, she's the
Yeah,
original.
she came here brat y'all. Brat.
Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah.
Okay, so what type of guy dad is Dr.
He is. He is.
He
Okay.
They come to me for advice, and I try to walk and live in a way in which that they will be respecting me as their godfather. Very seldom do you hear them say godfather. It's either pops, daddy, or pop, or paw, or something like that. You'll never get the gods.
No, he's a loving godfather. He is a loving mentor. He is not a yes man. He will definitely tell us if we are wrong. There's a chair. I don't know if anybody talks about the chair.
Yeah.
The black.
The black. Oh, sorry.
Absolutely.
There's a chair correction that you don't want to sit there. Okay, so you don't want to sit there, but he is a loving mentor, loving godfather. He always gives us good instruction and good guidance, and he's definitely someone that you need to have in your corner. Yeah, great.
You're great.
Hey, we're looking right here.
Is he absolutely? Is he stern?
He is stern. That's that tourist in him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's super stern, but it's lovingly stern. It's not. It's you don't leave his tutelage, his correction, feeling put down. It's the goal is to lift you up and make you strong.
Always.
So has there ever been a time in your guys' life where you needed advice, guidance, and perhaps he's really been like a daddy figure in your life? Can you tell us about a little bit about that?
So both of us are like musically involved. Like Larry has a group. I managed groups before, and like when it's time for us to record or to lead music, he is like the tell-all be-all of all things.
Mm-hmm.
From the studio, from productions to copywriting, infringement, and everything, all in between. Daddy is your go-to person. Right. So like, from that perspective, absolutely, yeah, he's the go-to person.
Yeah, he's definitely the go-to. He's definitely one of the goats in my life. He's not replaceable, and we've had some moments that we've, like, well, I ain't going to with him like that, but I always found myself back in his presence because, that's what family fall out, family fall out, but we always fall back in, and I know sometimes his correction is kind of hard sometimes, but I know it comes from a good place. So it's things at the moment, and you kind of go away angry, but then you would know that it comes from a place of love. So that's what draws you back to him.
Absolutely. Now listen, musically, how would you guys describe your godfather?
He is one of a kind. I think that he is a genius, actually, and I think he's often underrated. And often kind of like overlooked. Unsung, for sure. Yeah. What he has to offer the kingdom musically is literally unparalleled.
Yes.
His mind is he's a genius. Actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he is definitely a genius. And as my brother Ramon says, I think he's overlooked. I think he hasn't got the just credit that's due, because the stuff that people are doing and have done is because they watched him before. You know what I'm saying? I won't name names, but there's quite
patterns sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they need a pattern.
Yeah, and so and he he's definitely a trendsetter. He's definitely a trendsetter.
Big choir,
uniform,
hearts,
yeah,
harmonies.
Yeah, he's definitely a trendsetter. So yeah, he is a unique individual.
Now listen, has he ever worked with any of you, musically and house up?
Oh, it's not a project that goes by that I don't ask him to, hey, listen to this. What you think about this? He sang on a couple of my projects, and it's all before I release anything. I was like, hey, listen to this. What do you hear? Because sometimes, we can listen to our own music so much that it becomes like a deaf ear, and we miss stuff. He's like, hey, you need to turn this up in the mix. You need to turn this down. You need to bring this up. So yeah, nothing I do musically that he has not touched.
And for us, like I was managing New Mercy, not only did he help co-produce the album, but we recorded some of his songs too. Let God Do His Job, King of My Life, because we had to dig into his catalog of music, because it was just so vast. And so not only did we able to use his music, he was there like from, I called him in midpoint, lead up to the recording, that's fine-tuned, I can hear what they're saying there. And like, he was everything that we needed to successfully release that project.
Yep.
So listen, it seems like you guys It seems like Uncle requires you guys to be a close knit family. Would you say that the Weaver kids are close?
Oh, like so close. That's all the hymn says. So close that the knit that joins us. um, we're, yeah, we're sometimes I would say we're closer to some of our own family, our blood family.
Our blood family.
Yeah.
And like he particularly calls Larry and I Paul and
Silas, right?
Yeah. That's our nickname because we are super close. Like this is my heart. He knows that. Like LaQuint was the one who introduced me to Larry.
Right.
And this brotherhood, this joy you see was born.
Right.
From LaQuint.
Right. Yeah. Family. It's like it's all of us. Even though I say that we are the original, but all of us are. We all love it. Yeah.
In one space.
In one. Yeah. It's crazy in one space. It's very fun. Yeah.
So who might you say gets spoiled the most out of the kids?
DJ.
DJ.
Yeah, DJ. That's our baby.
That's our baby.
That's the baby.
That's the baby. Yeah, that's the baby.
We defend him fiercely. That's our baby.
Yeah, he can do no wrong to me.
No wrong.
That's my baby. Yeah.
So listen, what would you say to your dad right now if he was telling you? What do you want him to know?
Thank you. I don't really have like the lifespan to say everything that you've done for me, and not only just for me, my family, not just my family, my ministry, and me personally. Just thank you for being who you are and not, changing. You have been very consistent, even when I wasn't consistent with you. You've been very consistent, and you always made me feel like I could always come home at any time. And so I just want to say thank you, Dr. LaQuint Weaver. I call you Pop. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, I would say immeasurable gratitude. We love you, Pops. We love you, Daddy. And you know that. You work our soul in ways that only a parent could.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate you. We love you and we thank you for every bit of advice, every bit of love, every bit of all you give us.
Yep.
We really do love you.
So I got a fun little game.
Okay.
We are not going to take any time with it. You have to answer the question, and if you get the question wrong, I'm going to give you the answer. We're moving on to the next one, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
What is Uncle's pet peeves? He has 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. What is his pet peeves go?
Yeah, walking pet peeve. Everything's a pet peeve. Like, you're not 4. You're more than 4.
Flat shaking.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What is Uncle's favorite food?
He like loose deli.
He like Mr. Corned beef.
But it's what meat is it? Beef, pork, or
chicken?
That's it.
Yeah, chicken.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right. What's the name of the dance show that Uncle Q danced on?
The Sing.
And who is Uncle's idol in the gospel industry?
Donaville.
And the Hawkins.
Walker
family.
Hawkins.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for taking your time. Come see me. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Another time we'll give him glory. Come on, fire, praise.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. From the rising of the sun
Till the setting.
till the setting of the same.
Come on, lift your voice and praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Darla is my second oldest daughter, and that is the oldest, and that is a sweet young lady, and I love her. But that Darla sees after her daddy. I mean, every holiday, holiday, or just a call to say, "Daddy, I need to talk about something."
Darla Spinner, godchild to the extraordinary Dr. LaQuint Weaver. How are you doing, love?
I am wonderful.
Oh man, it's amazing to have you here.
Thank you.
You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So listen, What position do you hold in Dr. Edith Weaver's
I,
life?
I am the second eldest godchild, daughter, girl.
And what is that even like?
It is wonderful. We have a bunch of us, but I love it. I love my relationship with my godfather, my dad.
So, what type of guy dad is Dr. Weaver? Is he stern with his children, and how so?
Absolutely. He's
Tell us about
absolutely
it.
stern. I can tell you about the black chair
Yeah,
that he
let's
has.
talk. Let's talk about it.
If you're in that chair, you are in trouble. I've never been in the chair, yay, but I've sat in it voluntarily just to talk when I go over there. But my father does not play when it comes to his God kids or us representing the kingdom of God in all that we do in our actions. And if he needs to reprimand you, he has absolutely no problem with getting you into the black chair and letting you know what you did, what was wrong, and a solution to come up to solve it as well.
So, has there ever been a time in your life where you needed advice and guidance, and perhaps he had to really be a daddy figure? And would you tell us about it?
Absolutely. There's several things, but the one thing that sticks out to me was I sang with Ricky Dillard and New Generation and New G.
I was so gladly proud when my good friend and brother Ricky Dillard invited her to become a part of the sensational, dynamic New G. All right. So she's now, I think it's been like 13, 14 years now that Darla's been singing with New G. So I'm proud of her. Her vocal techniques are just phenomenal. She sings with me sometimes, you know. Well, I won't say sometimes. She's an honorary member. So she'll sing with us when she's not on the road with New G. So I love her.
And my first choir robe, I had a function and I could not afford to buy my robe. And he bought my robe for me. That was my first, he bought me a robe. So it was just, that was just an awesome feat for him to do for me. And I've never forgotten that. And of course, we have so many conversations. He's so real and easy to talk to. He understands, and yet still we remain respectful with him. And he's just a wealth of knowledge, especially when it comes to anything music. He knows, a little bit of everything. So,
So, musically, how would you describe your dad?
a genius. He's a musical
Is
genius.
there any other way to describe him?
I've never seen a person just do like he taught a song in a rehearsal I was in with no music, but he taught the kids had never heard it, and he taught that song like in a matter of 4 or 5 minutes. That's when I knew he was a musical genius at that moment. So he writes so beautifully, and I believe the Lord really is with him when he starts writing.
It seems as if he requires you guys to be very close knit family. Now, would you say that Weaver's kids are close?
Absolutely.
Okay, and why?
Well, of course, music with
Yeah.
all of us, but we are just close knit. He picks and chooses clearly with precision when he picks us, his godchildren. But at this point, it's been years in, and he ain't getting no more kids right now. So yeah, we all close. When we all are in the same city, we eat together, kick it, hang out, do God kid things. Yes, but Detroit, me, Larry, and Ramon, yes, we are close. Very. Larry gets me in trouble at church, but other than that, Ramon, he's the serious one, and then it's again
Wait,
Tisha.
Larry, Ramon is more serious than Larry?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Ramon he's very serious. Ramon is the serious business minded. Well, so is Larry. He's business minded too, but Larry gets me in trouble. So that's just how that is. If I've ever gotten in trouble, it would probably be with Larry.
So, who would you say gets spoiled the most out of his kids?
Me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm probably say as far as well the girls are concerned, I'm gonna say it would probably be me. But with the boys, I don't know. I don't know. That's a real toss up with him.
Now, if Dr. Ela Quint Weaver was sitting right here,
Mhm.
what would you say?
hey, daddy. That's the first thing I say. Hey, daughter. That's what he would say to me. And I would tell him that I love him. He know I love him. But he's an awesome person. And I appreciate him taking me under his wing to be his godchild. And he didn't have to do it. And he is somebody to know. If you know Dr. Weaver and the wealth of knowledge that comes along with him and the wisdom, and you got somebody, I just happen to be privileged and blessed enough to have him in my corner as a godfather. A lot of us have lost our parent, father, and he's a father figure. Like, he is somebody to talk to, he listens, he gets us together. He's he lets God guide him when it comes to talking to us, and I appreciate him. His ear to the Lord, and he has an ear for us. His heart is his God kids and his daughter and that peanut. Them you can guarantee.
You got a problem if you ever think you're gonna mess with that peanut. Okay, you're gonna have the whole city.
You ain't gonna have nothing to say to my niece at all. Not one thing.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Speaking to me, and I'm gonna ask you one last thing.
Okay.
Describe Dr. Weaver, your godfather, as you've known him in 3 words. Here we go.
All right. Okay. Choir master. That'll be one. Genius. Ooh, I want to say a dresser because he can, but wait, no. Okay, wait. Dramatic. That's my daddy.
And that is the end of your interview. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now we getting to DJ. Now DJ is my baby boy, and they always tend to say, "Daddy, you spoiled DJ and LaQuint." Well, DJ and LaQuint, they are like, just like you see Larry and Ramon together, you see LaQuint and DJ together, and that's just the way they are. You know, they love each other and what have you. But that DJ, well, I did spoil DJ to a certain degree. I spoiled DJ.
Dontarius DJ Moy, one of the God kids to Dr. LaQuint Weaver. How you doing, darling?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm amazed, and thank you for taking the time to speak with me. So listen, what position do you hold in Dr. Weaver's life?
I am Dr. Weaver's baby boy, the godson, the baby
boy. They said you were the spoiled baby boy.
Yeah, I can't argue with them about that. So yeah.
No, my God. Now, who is the leader of the pack?
I would say probably Larry or Ramon.
Yeah. Larry or Ramon.
And Darla. Yeah. Larry
yep,
Ramon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now listen, what type of goddad is Dr. Weaver to you?
Oh man. He's amazing. He has a lot to do with who I am today. He's taught me so much down the road. I mean, from long talks to getting a shoe thrown at me to sitting in the black chair, but also love.
Wow.
Love.
Now, has he been stern with his children, and how so?
Yeah. Daddy, when you see this, I'm not lying. I love y'all too. They always say that about me though. So
listen,
crazy.
It is your godfather's 63rd birthday. What do you want to say to him? What do you want him to know?
Daddy, this is nothing I don't tell you in person, but you know I love you. I thank you for your guidance, the long talks, us being on the phone to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning listening to old stuff. That means the world to me, and you mean the world to me. Thank you for everything, and I love you so much.
Oh, that's so special. Well, thank you for taking the time and speaking with me.
Thank you.
But they're my wonderful godchildren. I wouldn't trade none of them for anything. They get reprimanded by me. Yeah, they do. Some of them had hit the black chair.
I heard a lot about this black chair.
Mm-hmm. Look at it. Smoke just rising. Let's talk about it.
Look, everybody been in that black chair. I don't know what you sitting here. Even you been in the black chair. Masheba Webb, right here. You done been in my black chair. And Larry, you been in it. DJ, you been in it. Dale Humphrey, you been in it. A plethora of y'all have been in that chair. And you know, and look, David Williams, my godson, my girls, and Kaja, y'all have made me LaQuint. Oh Lord, yeah, you done been in there too. Okay, Peanut is the only one that has not been in that chair.
Don't they call you eating natural?
Yeah, they call me.
Oh my God. How are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. How you doing?
I'm amazing. Thank you for coming and taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to me.
Absolutely.
Listen, how long? No, when did you meet Dr. LaQuint?
Wow. I was at the age of 14. I was 14 years old when I met Dr. Weaver, and that's when I did one of my biggest events or gigs, as they will call it. And we did King of Kings. And man, it was pretty cool. And, you know, just been growing with him, you know, from there, you know, on and off, you know, playing and, you know, playing with the groups.
You were actually on the stage at the King of Kings with Mark Jean LaQuint?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God, what was
Absolutely.
that like?
The experience was something, that's when I first got rid of being like nervous and the jitters and all that kind of thing. So, but man, the experience, man, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I truly enjoyed myself. Ministering was something different back in the day, but
Absolutely.
you know, when you with Dr. Weaver, you know, when you're in his directing care, you know, all you gotta do is watch him and everything will work out.
Now listen, I know that sometimes Dr. Weaver can be very stern and
Lord
hard to
have
work
mercy.
with at times. How do you deal with that?
I breathe. I breathe. I take a breather, and you know, you got to give Unc what he wants. Unc is a pioneer. Dr. Weaver is a pioneer when it comes to gospel music. You have to be focused, and you know, you got to leave all the excuses at home, because we can do something in rehearsal one way, but when it's showtime, you got to be prepared. So, man, just being up under him, man, it teaches you a lot. It teaches you a lot. So,
Yeah. So what are some of his pet peeves?
ooh, being late,
What else?
no call, no show,
What else?
not learning his music.
Woo! Them three is right there. You missed the mark on any one of them three. And you might be out.
You know what? I have before, and paid for it, and rehearsed while everybody else went to go eat. Absolutely.
So Eric, you was obedient,
I
huh?
was obedient, but you know, sometimes, you know, when I wasn't, they got on me. I'm just gonna say that.
So it sounds to me like Dr. Weaver has really brought a lot of discipline in your life.
Oh, man,
And helped
like,
you stay focused.
absolutely,
In more
absolutely.
ways than one. He is a
Absolutely.
spectacular man, and I couldn't think of any
Absolutely.
better way to honor him. Now today is his 63rd birthday, and
Yeah.
what do you want to say to him?
Dr. Weaver, happy birthday. God is still not through. He's still not through blessing you. He still have places to take you. Be obedient to his word. Be obedient to what he wants you to do. I love you. I wish you many more, and let's keep going until the wheels fall off. I love being your MD, man. I love you.
Describe Dr. Weaver in 3 words. Go.
Wow. Flashy. An awesome director. And a great uncle.
Period. I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time.
No problem.
Carolyn Knowlton Jacobs and Frank Knowlton.
Oh wow, you going back to the family again, family again. Auntie Carolyn was mine and still is a mentor to me.
What is your name?
My name is Carolyn Knowlton Jacobs.
And how do you know Dr. E. LaQuint Weaver?
Dr. Weaver is my nephew.
I used to watch Aunt Carol to sing with Aunt Jean and Aunt San and Ruby and Aunt Sammy and Aunt Geraldine, Uncle Willie. I don't know what it was. Auntie Carol's voice, it was something about her voice, and it still is today. Something about my Aunt Carolyn Knowlton's Jacob's voice. I'm not gonna say it was haunting, but it was good. It was just good. Reminding me of a Gladys Knight. That's what it was. And she could and still can just sing. She's anointed, not because she my auntie, but she just can sing. That's all to it.
So, as an aunt speaking today, what was Dr. Weaver like growing up? And did you know that he would touch lives like he has today?
Well, growing up, LaQuint was very inquisitive when it came to singing. He was very observant. At 5 years old, he was directing at his home church at the time. And I knew he was going to be something in the singing field. I really did. Like I say, he was very observant. He watched, and he was a very good imitator. He did that very well, and he watched certain moves. And today, I see those same things that he watched as a kid.
So she was a mentor to my first all-male group, the Apostles of Song. And I never will forget, we were at New Starlight. We were trying to get ready for our debut. And so we would have rehearsals on Saturdays. So she would train us. She had one Saturday, she had these 4 microphones. They were stretched across the church.
As a musical mentor to Dr. Weaver, what was it like to train and groom his first all-male group, the Apostles of Song?
Very hard. Like I said, oftentimes they would get angry with me after rehearsal, but it paid off. It paid off.
So it was like, okay. And so then she came in and she went over to the pot, and there was some flowers in there, the plastic flowers. So she took the plastic flowers out and she stuck them inside each one of the microphones. I guess that was supposed to be the head of the microphone, whatever. And so when she was there, one of the members, God rest his soul, Edward Jackson, he said, "When?" I said, "What?" He said, "Your auntie crazy or what?" I said, "What you mean?" He said, "She got us sitting up here going to sing to some flowers." Who sings to flowers?
How can I say this? LaQuint had a group, and I was their instructor. And oftentimes they would be very angry with me after rehearsal because I taught them to engage with your audience.
I said, that's not what she gonna do. He said, "Don't you see what she doing?" So I said, maybe she gonna just tell us. She just put it there so we can see that it represents the thing without the stand and what have you.
And you had to know what to do with the mic. So I gave them flowers to sing to as microphones.
Lo and behold, Auntie Carol made us sing to flowers for 5 hours that Saturday. She wanted us to go through everything and then take the mic out the thing, which was the flower. That's what the flowers was for. And so Jackson said to me, "See, I told you your uncle was crazy, had us singing the flowers. I hope don't nobody come in here and see us got these things in our hand and we singing to it like we got some microphone."
To teach them just singing etiquette with the mic.
So yeah, but it paid off. Auntie Carol, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for the singing flowers. The singing flowers. But she's a great teacher. She's a great teacher.
And they did very well. The Apostles, I'm telling you, they were an awesome group. They were.
So him being greatly influenced by the group of things was special. which you and his sister and 4 aunts were a part of. What did you all teach him that you still see today in his career? You kind of said it already, but what did you teach him that you still see?
Like I said, LaQuint was very observant. He watched, and there are certain moves and runs that he does that I can relate to because that ooh, that's LaQuint Weaver. He got that from Pennington Specials.
In 2022, the tables turned, and he became the producer for your group, The Inspirational Stars. What was it like to have your nephew produce you?
I was proud, and he paid me back for what I did to him with the Apostles. It was always, Aunt Carolyn, no. Aunt Carolyn, do this. I don't like that. And I would look at him and say, oh, after this is over, it's you and I. But he made me proud. He made me proud, and we had a very good product.
So tell me, what are your most proudest moments of your nephew?
Seeing all the awards that he's gotten, that made me very proud. Very proud.
As for her son, her oldest son, my cousin, Pastor Frank J. Knowlton Sr.
Frank Dre Knowlton Sr.?
Yes.
Oh my God. Pastor of Leland Missionary Baptist Church.
Yes.
How are you doing, sir?
Doing wonderful today.
All right, all right. Now listen, how do you know Dr. LaQuint Weaver?
That's my big cousin.
Which I call him, quote unquote, Jure. Okay, now that's family. I don't do that in public because after all, he's pastor. But he still knows I call him Jure. So right now, it's my thing. I'm saying Jure.
Now let's talk about it.
All right.
It must be something to have Dr. LaQuint Weaver as your cousin. What was that like growing up, first of all?
I would have to say, if I would describe that growing up, it was just comforting. Just always knowing that you had someone that was there, always present. Security. I mean, he was out of all the accolades that he has now, he's my big cuz. And yeah, he's just there.
Now, as growing up, when you first heard, we're not even going to talk about his many other talents, dancing and what have you, but when you first heard the eclectic sound of Dr. Weaver, what were you thinking? Because I know you knew it was different.
This where it becomes a little weird, or I don't know if weird is the right word. I always heard it. So there was no, some would say this, music is our family. There's so many different sounds that's just unlike any others, where others would pick up and say, oh man, they can sing. It was like, we got whooped to songs, it was, wow. If they chastise us, they would chastise us in the key of C or E flat. So, it was just always there. But knowing as I became older and broadened my horizons, I realized that my family could just sing. It was just it.
Wow. So have you ever worked with Dr. LaQuint?
You know what?
What?
I can't.
What?
Please forgive me. I never personally did because just with when managing my mother's group for a time and along those lines.
And who is your mother?
My mother's Carolyn E. Jacobs.
The Carolyn
yes,
E. Jacobs.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes. That's my mommy.
My TT.
Yes.
So, what? I know we had I forget what year anniversary this was for us. Was it the 42nd year anniversary that we just had at your church?
Oh, I can't recall. He old, y'all. He old. So I ain't telling his age.
Absolutely.
He older than me.
But listen, it's his birthday today.
Yes,
okay, we're gonna send him a message at the end of this interview. But what do you think of the sound of the choir? Because it's unlike any other that I've heard.
Unique, extraordinary. The choir has always been one that I've bragged on, knowing different members, as well as it being my big cousin's, choirs, ensemble. He always thrived to do things above the bar. Oftentimes, I would have to say maybe to a degree where it was before time. And others get so many different ovations for what they're doing now that LaQuint was doing those runs and adding in those strings and the different harmonics and the monotones that he was adding into songs. He was doing that back in the 70s, 80s.
So he was before his time.
Before his time.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So what would you like to say to your cousin today on his 63rd birthday?
As I always say, cuz I love you. I appreciate you for all you've done. I know that I can call on you at any time because I have called on you at any time. You've always said yes. Even though you're my big cousin, I've always taken a position of protector. But I want to let you know I've only done that where at some degree it would seem as though others would look at it as I bully you. But it's just because I love you and you're so precious, man. And I don't want any harm to come to you because you are a gift and you are a treasure to the whole family. You are a fiber that continuously keeps us together as you've done for so many others. So, man, God bless you. I'm here for you. Give me a call. I love you, man. Happy birthday.
So listen, describe Dr. Weaver in 3 words. Go.
Awesome, magnetic, and magnificent.
Thank you so much for coming and speaking with me.
All right.
And I am so proud of him. And can he preach? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. He can preach. So I'm proud of you, cuz. I'm proud of what you did for me this year. Well, last year, in 2022, you helped me to host my 42nd anniversary at your church, and you just opened the doors up. And that's just the way my cousin is. He's always been that way. And he was always just helpful. So, hey, I love you. And don't pick me up no more, because don't pick me up like I'm some little child no more. I'm still I'm your older cousin. Don't play with me.